Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Kanine and I am the instructor for microbiology for this session. We are going to be taking a look at microbiology from the view of kind of a healthcare standpoint. So we're going to be learning about the background of microbiology, some history, talking about how cells work a little bit, how viruses work, and then we're going to jump into diseases and how we can treat and mitigate some of those diseases. So my background is I actually am an engineer by training. I went to grad school after my engineering undergraduate in chemical engineering and went to a pharmacology program. So pharmacology is how medications work and kind of how chemistry in the body works. So after that, I worked for a pharmaceutical company for a little while, designing medications for viral drugs. And then I moved to Great Falls in 2010 to work at the McLaughlin Research Institute, which is across the street from the Great Falls College campus. And I worked there for about three and a half years working on drugs for brain diseases like prion diseases, Alzheimer's disease. So a lot of really interesting stuff. I moved to the college to teach night classes, really liked teaching, and became full-time over here running a lab. And then a few years ago I started teaching full-time in the biology department. So micro is my very favorite class to teach because we're always learning new things. I also have a vested interest in learning about new microbes. Myself, I have type 1 diabetes, which is an autoimmune disease, so understanding how bacteria and viruses and things affect our bodies and our immune system is really important to me. So I am really excited to be working with you this block. A few little things, just make sure you are keeping up on the material. We do go through this pretty quickly. It is doable, but you just need to make sure you're keeping up. So to help aid that, you have dates due every week. There's going to be a homework assignment. There's a couple of labs because this is a lab class. Expect the labs to take you a couple hours because we're looking at labs like we would in person. You're just going to be doing simulations, watching videos, doing readings instead of being in a lab and touching the microbes. Because of that, you actually are going to see some really interesting results that we couldn't get in a face-to-face lab. So there are some advantages to the online in that regards. If you have any questions about the labs, you may have to do a little bit of outside research for the labs. This is more of a critical thinking type lab. It's less like A&P where you have to just memorize what things are called, and it's more like a chemistry lab where you're learning techniques and then applying concepts. So a little bit different than maybe a biology class you've had before. Because of that, there's 2 lab tests during the year. You don't have weekly quizzes. There is a midterm and a final for the labs. For the lecture side of class, you're going to have homework due every week. You will have a quiz due every week, and those will be done in different platforms. The homework will be done on the book publisher's website, Pearson. There are links to that in the weekly announcements, and there are also is a link at the homepage of the class to get you to Pearson. You can do your homework directly through there. Quizzes will be done on D2L using something called Respondus Lockdown Monitor. What that does is it doesn't allow you to open up Google and do searches and things like that, so it makes your computer kind of a little more secure while you're taking the quizzes. Exams will have to be taken through a proctoring service, so that means that you're going to have to schedule your exams through our testing center on campus. If you are local to the area, if you are not, you need to contact the testing center and have them help you set up a remote proctoring system. There will be 3 lecture exams, 1 final exam, and two lab exams that will need to be taken by that. It is your responsibility to get that set up with them. Make sure you're scheduling early and that you make those appointments. Extensions for those won't be made. Exams will be opened up for 1 to 3 days, depending on the type of exam. So make sure you're looking at the schedule and getting those figured out. I really look forward to working with you this semester. Micro, again, is my favorite class to teach. It's really interesting to teach right now. with all the things we have going on with COVID-19. Even with COVID, though, other diseases don't go away. So really interesting time. We're going to be doing some discussion boards as well, talking about different types of things going on. And I hope to learn a lot from you this semester. And please reach out. You can get me through email, posted on through D2L email, or my campus email, which is brenda.canine@gfcmsu.edu, is posted in D2L as well. My office phone is 406-771-4435, which forwards to my Google Voice, which is 406-200-8458. So if you need to get a hold of me, you can call my office, which forwards to my Google Voice, call the Google Voice directly, or you can text that Google Voice number and I will get back to you. Usually I'm pretty responsive. If you haven't heard from me in 24 hours, please reach out again. Probably means I didn't see it or I didn't get it. And I really look forward to working with you this semester as we jump into the world of microbiology.